Hi, it's Rob, and excuse the slightly wonky handheld uh, phone recording coming on here. I'm just back from Divided, which, before I say anything else, I've got to say was absolutely fantastic, and my hat's off to everyone there. That's all my hats, by the way. They were a wonderful system. But something happened, and I want to sort of hit it while the emotion is nice and raw. So I'm doing a very simple setup, and I'm just talking directly to you. I had to pull out early on a Sunday morning because of health issues. I have some health problems, like I think a lot of you know that, and they've really played up at this event, and that is absolutely no slight on the organisers whatsoever. I want to make that clear. They could not have been better or more supportive, and they worked fantastically well with a site they had to use, which was difficult. So please do not take this as a knock against Divider before. They are amazing. And it's the second time this year I've had to do that. First time was back in March. And again, it was a site I had more accessibility challenges for me than were possible for me to sustain. But that's what I want to get into is this idea that self-care sort of really trumps everything. Um, yes, I did not want to go, and I was kind of not talked into leaving, but suggested I should rest a bit more. That was right. But when I explained what was going on, it was the support for saying, look, do the right thing, keep yourself safe, take care of yourself. And both these events was absolutely amazing and superb. And that just goes back to the thing I've been saying for years that Larp is an absolutely 100% supportive community. But I know that when you have to back out of something, you feel a commitment to doing what you said you're going to do, and it doesn't sit well. You end up thinking, what's wrong with me? Why am I not doing what I hope to be doing? Why am I not? You, I just want to say, don't. You're not being an unreliable person. Something I've had to learn a lot of, and what you're doing is you're guaranteeing maximum safety for yourself and everybody else. That's safety for yourself at the event. That's safety for everybody else at the event. My mobility was massively impaired. If I'd done something like fall downstairs or fall over some players, I could have really easily injured either myself or somebody else. And that's got to come first. Player safety always wins. Also, there's that personal safety. Being injured is oddly enough not good for me. And then there's the other important bit is you have to get home from that game. And yeah, coming home today was a very difficult journey. I really had to make sure I was doing everything I could to keep my journey as safe as I could because I was driving and I had to control things like speed and distance from cars and making sure I took the breaks that were required, ate and drank as required to making sure that I got home safely. And again, I didn't injure myself or didn't cause a massive motorway pile up injury lots for other people because that's not acceptable either. But the message I want to get out and I want to reinforce, something we've talked about a few times on Lapbook this year, is that self care isn't about being selfish. It's about making sure that you're safe and that you're well, but so is everyone around you. If you're not well, you can cause huge issues with the people around you, and that's not intentional. That's not what anybody ever sets out to do. But you do have to bear that in mind. And again, I'm not saying don't do things. I'm saying do things until you feel okay. This could now be impacting my health. This could be physically or mentally bad for me. This could be putting me in a position where I could potentially suffer for a longer period. This could be putting it into a position where I could be making somebody else suffer from a long period. So I'm not quite sure if this is making sense or if it's a bit rambly or it's not maybe not hitting the right notes that I prepared because this is not scripted. This is a flow of consciousness. I think it's just really important that as Larp 2025 starts to come to a close. The year's ending in just over a month. That we all remember that when we go onto the next year, that yes, we support people, we look after ourselves, we making sure we do the best we can for what we're doing. But the moment there's a problem, stop, take stock, talk to the people around you. Above all else, talk to the people around you. Even if that doesn't come naturally, that's something you should really consider just doing. Please just talk to people. The community people who run Larps are amazing. I don't have the words, but talk to people. You're going to find yourself being told to do the things that you know you need to do, and that support's going to really help you. Uh, so yeah, I just wanted to hit this note while it was very, very fresh. Please just look. Please just remember to look after yourselves. Please remember to um, not put yourself at risk, because by extension you put yourself and others at risk. And but that's really about all. Really, I'm going to start repeating myself now, but just wanted to hit that one note. That it's really self-care in Larp is the big and smart move, and that's this year's kind of reminded me of that. And I just wanted to get that all coming out while the emotion was fresh in my head. Thank you all very much for listening. Happy to chat about these things in comments, etc. And if you thought this might be interesting, perhaps take a look at a few more Larp book videos, or perhaps considering following us or something. Okay, thank you very much. It's been really appreciated, and thank you for listening.